It's win or go home, and that's where we'll pick things up in Division II Boys District semifinals. From Lake, this is game one between City League foes Scott and Rogers. Bulldogs open this game on a 7-1 run. Daryl Barnett Jr., taking on all the Rams at once. But Rogers would respond with a run of their own. 1 point game before the half when Kajir McAllister ties it at 19, heading towards the break. Back and forth they would go from there. Tied at 28 in the third. McAllister again and one for the old-fashioned three-point play. The Bulldogs were down 2 in the fourth when Isaiah Beauchamp drains the three. Final 2 minutes, we're back tied, this time at 28 when Barnett Jr. keeps it. He finished with a team-high 20 points, scoring when it means the most as Scott holds off Rogers in the final seconds to win 44-41. Bulldogs advance to the district championship on Saturday.
As a senior, you just want to win it all. Teams with a lot of seniors like our group usually go deep into the state. That's where we were pushing to go. Obviously, the state championship will go, but we got to go one game by game. We 1-0, 2-0 in the playoffs right now. So next week, Saturday, that's another game. So we 0-0. We were hoping to go 1-0 and win the district championship first. We know that teams make runs. This is a City League opponent, so we knew they was going to fight to the end. And we knew that no matter how good of a run they made, we had to respond with one of ours.
Scott awaits the winner of this one. Central Catholic and Waseon Fighting Irish up 2 at halftime, bringing the fight out of the locker room. Manny Johnson back on the floor after some foul trouble, pulls up for back-to-back buckets to make his presence felt again. Isaiah Brenneman, well, he did that all night long. Late in the third, splits a couple of defenders, finishes with the finger roll, Irish up 7, and applying pressure at the other end. Brenneman with the quick steal, played up ahead to Dre Wardrop and Isaiah Mack Russell. The freshman caps it off. Central up 9 and still rolling through the fourth. Caden Kennard, count all 3 to go up double digits. No looking back from there. 65-59. Don't be fooled by Central's record. The CHSL gauntlet made them who they are, and they're going to play for a district title Saturday.
In the Detroit League, you're playing against D1 guys night in, night out. You're playing against top 40 guys. You got 5 stars and 4 stars in that league. It's the best league in the Midwest by far. And playing in that league, it allowed us to, really look at who we are. And it allowed us to, play against some of the top competition. And we knew that when we came into the district, we knew that we had the upper hand because we had the toughest schedule in the district. I got a lot of respect for Scott. I know some players on their team. And it's going to be a battle, and I can't wait. You won basketball games like that. Central Catholic for Scott for a district title. Like, who else what would be better than that?
And you want basketball games like these with guys like this on the call, Tim Clagg and John Hobbs.
The phrase of the night was youth versus experience. In game number 1, experience paid dividends for the Scott Bulldogs. At the end of the third quarter, they trailed by 7 points, and they came out with a different energy. What changed, John Hobbs?
What changed for them was their defensive pressure. They were scoring off a transition, and they were able to get into a defensive pressure, create that pressure, create chaos, rebound the ball, and get the ball up the floor. That there allowed them to attack the baskets. They didn't do well from the free throw line at all, and the jumpers weren't really falling like they wanted them to. So defensively, they changed the game. I love defense. You know what I think about it. It wins championships.
They turned to their senior leader and City League Player of the Year, Daryl Barnett Jr. Him and Isaiah Beauchamp combined for 32 of their team's 44 points tonight.
So effective in their senior leadership tonight. Daryl Barnett just absolutely put this team on his back, and he decided that he was going to make it happen for them. Rebounding, defense, steals, and scoring is what he led his team in doing.
In our second game, Central familiar here in the Division II district semifinal, and this youthful team has really flourished by playing a brutal non-conference schedule, and one of their leaders, Manny Johnson, had to sit out the majority of the first half due to foul trouble, but his impact in the second half of this game was tremendous.
This team is so young, it's scary what we saw tonight. It's scary to think of what this team is going to be in 2 years, next year, with just one senior, and they get to play that schedule again. Like, this team is the real deal.
The one senior, though, Isaiah Brenneman, not ready to hang the jersey up yet. 10 points.
He led the team with his energy. He was the first one clapping them up, smacking them on the butt. He was the first one high-fiving his team. He was very unselfish with the ball.
He ran the floor. He defended the other team's best player. He exudes what a team leader is supposed to be.
Central will try and go for their 3rd district title in the last 4 years. Scott looking to bring home a district championship back to Collingwood.